Achiriso my hene na anope ya chia one eye wapamfo ne wasomfo nyina ye jere se na bibia ye kama bibia enam ne kwa so semfo edapo timiensa ebedi nkomo afa ye crude oil ho sensem ne Ghana mampan His Excellency John Dramani Mahama nkomo agusu edi efa ye fango ho nsem amanse dwa fango ho nsem ebo no ho sensem no nkomo da so edi ewo Germany emonten so ne abehwe ne sibre ne sunsuan so a ebenya wo man yenkoso ne yi die ne mpuntu mu ene esikasem ho ehyehyɛ ebedi saa nkomo da bre so ebema ye kwan a yebeto aso adi nkomo ene abefo kwan fa so a ye kyere aban nim die gugu miamia bi so no nipa bi no mu esusu won nipa bɔnefo abɔ awuram no eba ne sen je na esinti eba saa nkomo no so no yebetimi edi na afei Ghana ni Patriotic Party one flag bearer Nana Ado Dankwa Ekufu Ado ono so nsim odi atuja se da bi da unni a obeka se waba akokora anana ho ode no esinto abam se untimi ni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama se NDC for Edne ko 2016 abato na untimi ni nsi aka no na onim dia okeka odi nchiremu aba odi dienti a okasa asem no so aba yebehwe na yadni nyina tototo ho ahwe ebere man kwan anyinam kane a wonsem nsuo wasem adwuma wonsem parties ahodo no said the name Electoral Commission register ho sensem nyina no so ibedi saa enkomo no ama ibia etimi akofan edi ama meje se onso ai krado se oni esa edi saa enkomo we adope wona betena se Benjamin Aye odu oni ko kire Upper Denchira West ono ne mra shebe joni a wogina mama adehia ewo ho saa pepepe ana ukogina now current national organizer for the ruling National Democratic Congress Era Kofi Adams so ba betena se na afi enkomo di no etimi edimu ewie payo prokope komla bochi oko Techiman Ghana Education Service ono ana ye kasama for ewo honom anope one wabusuafo nyina no mo gibra mo so mo hwe yadamasi pi se mo gibra mo hwe odi oni kire bugi enso osunyane total onso bugi enso dase onso mo bi ni kama wo honom a obu petro nyina no na mo so mo hwe bedwam yadamasi pa bibia yeje se bibia so kama nana jamfi rocket so onso dase se biribi adamu so muni edi dwuma e kwanso nkoso kra ebraso se utimi ni midi nkomo minute be enum ana edu de ebre ma ho kwan na also divide on sem to quickly we pe na afi me da bedwafo adi na ya to adwumadi ayi din so 0302 211701 up to 4 0302 211701 up to 4 na afi eno achi no yedi enkomo awie no na enya bedwafo akasa ene sabedi kade wati onim nyamfo Benjamin Aye ewa hasa so na ye Era Kofi Adams so aye krado etintempa no yeni yenkomo on 0302 211 701 up to 4 0302 211 701 up to 4 na ode o call number na yeso yetimi ajebre na yakenkan ma ni na make out say super septic for Adaroma and have a Lucky Herbal Clinic for Adaroma. Me sisu numbers na ebiana unim numbers no Lucky Herbal numbers no for Dr. Stephen Yeboah Jr. on 0243 201244 0243 201244 and 0277 465855 and as a super septic 057 581266 and 0244 089 159 and 020 897 3667. Young corner any Kwame Amon because Kwame Amon, my chapel is saying Kwame Patoka Safi. Hello, Kwame Okasafi Yetio. Well, Yaya Kwame, Ewo Ahom Anaso. Yefa in your Bema Texan. Good morning. I'm saying. Hello. Good morning. Yes, sir. But you're free.
I'm a Casafi Christian.
Yet you.
You're a mammo and a Mujuma de Chamudi. On my moo, in I complaining. Dum so. Après ça, on m'a payé en question. Partner dream. No gusu bojuma. or any bit me. Mama Ghana, Mumia was any politics in a BBI the politics, BBI the politics. Mummy who any politics on to now, Jimisa. And open my president, Monique Mapobo.
All right.
Yame and Cousin Caron on one. All
right, yes, yeah, that's CP. Sam, good morning. Upon to say.
Yamena Adom.
All right, Sam, it's you. Okasa free.
Me kasa fi himai.
All right, Sam, it's you.
But on pada me odi kamacha party mpan na ndi se party mpan na obisa ya organize me da ba na ya by matrix and over ready.
Okay, yati that's CP. Yanko na yani yenya bema enkasa. Good morning. Upon to say. Harry, upon to say.
Good morning.
Okay, Harry. Okasa free.
Yeah, me kasa free Sevia Kontoma.
Yet you, Harry.
Me da wase ma me nchia me ame boss Kofi Adams kakra. Na me man no eye mafa. Yeah, the maker enyina ne say yes of course it's true. Say omampenyi no yama nemre. Na mom mejina eye omampenyi dada mills. Ono ankasa ne former Minister of Information. The press conference on August 14th, 2011. And Sana omampenyi dada eba bewu. Doka yeni. Also back then, Ghana achieved be a friend say unprecedented achievement. Ghana 8 million, almost 9% of inflation. Ghana 8 million, more than 1 metric tons of cocoa from 2010-2011 cocoa year. Omampenyi means we yet. Omampenyi we by the transfer. The same achievement I'm unprecedented, and then inflation, a jump from 9%, and I'm almost 16%. Cocoa 1 million metric tons, and so I say about 850. And it's in a account. Omampenyi we buy, or minor afiase. A year pimping, or more cancer febby, a year Nazado, a yakora. Pinia, Sanka Abantia Maya. And I hear Yama coin, and my branch and the no branch here. No, one more mine. It's Yama coin, Yama Yam Rancher Seminole. Dear Sabi, I can't come in a wuno, or none of us will be at all, and make you mad the kai, and you can know because what I'm running say, and then I hear when I knew it's young age politics, you move ahead as a country. And I was it.
All right, yes, we are the CP. By Daniel. Good morning, upon to saying. Raymond, good morning, upon to saying.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Yes, Raymond.
Yeah, Mpacho, me say this a government, and that almost a crude oil, a fall, or they about the losses of about $500 million. But we check the economic losses of the doing so. We check it in human aid. All the major mining companies in Ghana are a on check on Africa, South Africa. What's the company here that Master, let's show about mine. Young fine, but mother, you pay you me. You can master me come to me show up. I be on. I think.
All right.
You should do so. Send you pay you master and then you pay.
Ibrahim, good morning. Ibrahim, good morning.
Yo, make a come person me can say. And before no, edu baby a in fact nyeme bu ho mo ya so mo dwen o man nan kasa ho enye party na so mo dwen ho because mo pese mo ma ye ti afia kofo anti aban ba so no na mo so onim ye oye mo keka genfi no a fine na adenti na ti de sisi mo ba kra so mo ye di makokotu kofo ye na mo de ba be ono wa ni di atwam mo ya mo de na mo kan ye mo ma ye no na ni ye be gina sabaka ba de what is aye the first I come say e twam and na mo de be say and na mo ye o mo ka be o mo de ko isi ayo hu ye ko o man mu ye dun ko fi ha say mpuntu bia nko so ha so aden
okay yeah that's it another Ibrahim, good morning upon to say
I'm
not here.
President Mahama to say once time President Mahama went to do so went to be young okay my kind of one. Is he Master Man?
Kedia, good morning. Upon to say
good morning, Omani.
Yes, sir.
mechia wone watifo nyina Oma hina me koma asem so no de me kan say me teacher ni na Mati Saban ne the abase wa increase your salary ni by 13%. Oma hina. And so ban no na there be no person dada yen. Na what cola cost of living allowance 10%. We dey what if remove. One year hu didi. So what teacher for ketua so cola no one year free so what 10% no free so. One year hu didi. Now the 13% aba. Oh kan ho asem. It in effect, a 3% taxable. It may stress our buying no near maybe or why, and a man in yes, will 2 foot through Ghana for me. A bassa and why as on my. Now, my make up my Samson, the American say, near Cote d'Ivoire state, but Watara, Yensen you see, any Juma will be Ama Cote d'Ivoire. I must say Cote d'Ivoire, I hear Kabeshe. It may stress Nana Adodankwa Akufuado. Presidency, and your age, Ajene. Ewu bie tirim menim se papa no nim bie afo mo no chidom ne enkoso yemfa ne mra na wo bibi pa wo ne pa wonimu a wo ma Ghana fo me de wase ne
yenyina tachiman na ene edu enkasa edu wo tachiman apom ti sen
yami adom man ne ho ye de
yami adom beko
ye uni ababa me stress man no ye nyina ye it say the penny for me you omo ye bia sebi yo mu compon show mo chika the many of my penny kuku say wo mo say ni so high watina ho kakra o my mu no solar about network at over 40% solar no use no Germany you be only high Boko can't say or can you do Omebo Omemu or should that a few they say gas run a power abuaje plant at the then it becomes to put the money for back with the what kind of priority is this? We are man penny now priority which me channel call the car back who could be the man. Na do my money na ebo aye ne de enye oh ye yi man pani sa o nti ewura na ofena ni ntu fom no mo atwunufo no mo atwa no ho ahia no do no ampe na sem
okay
o man pani ma amanyame na ka ahira no na so mo atwunufo no they are crooks. I remember saying you're unable to substantiate that crooks now
so I'm doing chat to it's saying
I'm not doing
Adam, it is so.
But because it is open. But your mom of Jim so this idea Badwam Papa don't say what my shop on by 1 week into in your light, full light in front. Most of my time table was Mamma behind. And a part most of my what is the cook we're doing? Pipe on back. No more of your mind nephew. What it's money director. What power you see?
Okay.
Oh, you move I dream a soap a pumpkin so in Ghana, Ghana, the English soap. Ko would think of good quota or Ghana on your soap. You pay free now, me. So soap on Aya Passa as it's a young man paying. And maybe often MP no cry. Mr. I dear my boy. Oh, Otumo like Otumo soap no Otumo Koraka. Aya Passa.
All right. That's it.
But you want to wait.
Okay. All right. That's it. People are more than for you. So, some other time, wait me at this and come on super septic. And I feel lucky about father and son come away. Because so quickly, my name, I will be my remember Kwaba. Now, it was a quantum called Afia.
I'm seeing here.
Yeah, Fisher Poe. Now, I upper danger. Boko, there, West Boko.
Nyamia Daruma.
Be a cost come.
Sir,
who should manage free SHS no? Difficult times.
Yeah,
Canaba.
Yeah, very challenging times. First quarter 2014
Aba. First quarter 2014. How we are confused actually first quarter. The first quarter
2014.
I feel now.
IT accounts now around January. Yeah.
When you are signal January.
Yes. In your letter no around December 19th. And I hit your accounts in January.
The situation is
to the whole of 2014, the just one CD ground.
Yeah, I mean, because I said, I'm managing. What did you have to banks? No one, what the money could see one motion constituency and the motion of projects. And I said,
well, Pontujuma may bring to me uncle, so as far as members of parliament are concerned, because basically, no common fund, I tell Naso, Eddie and Pontujuma Kakra. Tis a cobase a whole year. Now, one CD ground. The
first quarter Haiti, December, and a signal no a buy and a
multimedia. I buy accounts in January, yes.
Oh, I see. Okay. Intidia na mukache constituency. So me say mo anye budia na mukache mo anye budu juma na baka.
Well, say ya mo mate situation na say abanbonia yenya nintino. Ama resources also de ba me de yemponti juma no. On farm me and find to Juma. It is MP to me meet your expectations as far as the use of the common fund are concerned. The ultimate, it's not buying us.
But what has been government's explanation? Because first quarter 2014, I feel I hit accounts January. I say yes and papa.
And yes and papa. To begin with, the client albino is being lawless. So because we need your voluntary AEB and as a discretionary funds be also Sabani pair. No tia na se ompa na wotua no we statutory requirements I say ka ne kwan so no first quarter na say about maybe around April May last year and afina aban etua no this a leading government no wo ni emraso how do you expect amount for di wachi no so mbedi mraso I'm not surprised or my discipline and engulfing to this extent.
I see. National organizer.
I mean,
are the Nyami Pijawa for the Wusu out the background different? Anyone and vote me a session here, but after we were studio for the first time, Nyami couldn't deny I can see also quite different. I don't feel what and Joshua what and I say, because we have to be specific about what are they to secure our environments. It will be a 100 year under young. Into Bamboni very relevant and key. In the idea of I say processing through your lab, no, never say, oh no, and could effect, and as so bonny beer, so we have to check it first. And say my explanation so that Uncle Fasting beer and so you're okay.
And yeah, the Nanado type of energy, Libya or make us know what my voice there and my ear. And more challenge kakra wo metro 3GNT ama me use a few tablets be a modema me digu nso no na me noma na ebua me kakra nti enye na nado energy enye na nado ne energy
nsuo bi a
enye na nado ne
o kasa na
energy ne
nsuo ma se
enye ne energy
abranche say na so no here duro so do nsuo ma se no tumi kasa na nado tumi kasa well I should tell you say
okay
you should tell you so your abranche doesn't give you any advantage.
Why would car discipline once I thought in discipline?
Now now at his age you hear drobio to make us free. I should tell you say
you were in a dry period of dry season. Ye been ya ye hu de ejuma mo de mai de ye no. Ye nka de o because of season nti wo lo ko hu akɔhye baby. When in na omonam dust, you'll be exposed to quite a lot of dust until you breathe in dust, you take in a lot of dust, and air sometimes affect with throat. So you are advised to put some vitamin C capsules contain zinc and also into insulinum, slightly warm water. Now, from time to time, you drink it a lot. This is the best way a bebwa. So. Okay. And Ubina Mayor to keep me going because Bejumanu are involved in Kasabebre and I don't want to lose my voice at any point in time.
The party Boko.
Oh, party, yes, a very disciplined party. Bibia no Kwampaso. Won't the NDC, sorry, Asuma Mbranti there, oh, on mine, Cope Bibi Papa, or the Abre or mine, Monko, Namunko ye de de or Munko na munko ye si wonti de o ye bekwa akotena o baby na ye plot de o maybe your general secretary and chairman or to say and to say and this in the media and I make a Ghana sa suban pa owo Ghana num what they were around a man bebre a wonti bi wo Ghana no sa suban and a war NDC
no I don't for na ko jina baby omo
enti
de bia busa on for na ko jina baby omo de baby bi a self fata ade obi si Ghana puntu okwan
one thing I see was Germany President Mahama German buying at South President Mahama there bra ayon kudia ewo between Ghana and Germany enye ache ya boa Ghana so aboa wa beye mampini wo bojuma enti bra on a state visit nanka yebekwa akwa ama bibi papa so efi ho aba ni ya German ban recognize inti no yes ano na ya bodewuru de o yenhia na yenkogu Ghana enima
if on the boss adewuru no
enye yenuanu ma MPP mpenifo yi bi Hobson ya adoyenum and the rest omu mobilize omu sheda ye advert omu advertise
but I say omu ko omu Ghana ma mpeni
omu kogu enye janso omu adwenum no yenkogu ma mpeni ase n'anim ase but omu nim de omu ye no na Ghana but abakosem wo ho kaita ma Dr. Kwame Nkrumah oko wiwe sika dia beye akosombo dam enne se nya akosombo dam anka yenyina dumso kakra ya abahwe de we ayebre se Dr. Kwame Nkrumah anya akosombo dam anka himfa na yeda enne yewo hai ana sa breso a Kwame Nkrumah ko fie sika no yenya omu mpenifo bi omutu sa na mo no de sa sika no maye mfa ma Ghana mo mbedi sa adwuma no motorway omudi yeye kasa omo ka ho honorable Bena yiti ha onim le say ye ka kofo a omo aye bibi against omana ono ano colleague member of parliament bi today no ye doctor oji akitua as doctor oba parliament no gusu ko ji akitua as doctor bra onye doctor juma wa be ye MP a yetua no MP this level of indiscipline epie hoba obi betuma ye wo yonku look no kwen there ye wo high NDC ye wo parties bia omoye ye partners wo amama bebre enti akwa ye there wo ba but wo ba ye bad there still ye then ye wo ba ya wo be ya ni there wo betin kakra ma wa straighten up ma why it doesn't mean that say uba ye bad na wo don as wo banti nkofo nim there wo ba no boni sei na oye it doesn't mean so. MPP as a party may have friends and partners with other political parties ebinum wa bemu ebinum ni abenu but it doesn't mean that sa parties no ana aban na ewo ho no omu nim ni MPP as a party omu ye why WikiLeaks are pie ba ye no one or the enye various among one representation on mode sansem no ba ya na ye cultural WikiLeaks nsem na ye chiro WikiLeaks no nsem bebre ebinum kwa to mi chiro there party bi won panyin no one onim dressing two o using droboni enti omakwan and all that omutu mi chiro enti omunim ya ekoso so wo ko ho na wo ko bo party within there party na ye cocaine party abra omu nansi for omu wa ha no omu nim ya ekoso a you are disgrace you end up rather disgracing yourself enye party a wo ye wajena anything na me omahini anope me imagine them me ba Ghana from ma still difficulties challenges are here go through na still omo adwin there Ghana na no modo mo pe Ghana na anopa bia obi asori bi wo ho na wafa na krantie okodo ama ochina me ne wo ye koguma ye nya brode bia ye den ato ama yesu yedi ama ye nya hoden I salute them maybe anopa ye omo hwe TV because or there omo kokoye ejuma be minim there obi hwe me sese a nipa no on extend sa salute no fankoma ho omo ayo omo adwende omo nkonko ye boni bia but they will struggle and sell something even by the street side. No mwenya bibia ye then edidin. I salute them. Omuso amuye juma nurses and the rest. Despite all the difficulties I hear go through no, omu gusoa, omu wo jidie wo oman no, omu wo jidie wo aben no amu support no. I salute them. That is the spirit yedi buman. That is the spirit ye nya. Na enye the spirit of yentweyemba ichi, debia yentweyemba ichi, ye bibi etu anamo, yeti hain. Nsem bebre wo ho a ye beka ho asem, including revenue losses ebe affected. Or they you find a way of blocking and raising revenue from other sources. Say oil, nyabia. Through this type of interactions with Benefo. And the EU as a group, go through difficulties. And you're more expecting Germany, France, a few of them to be able to lift EU up. But it doesn't mean that we cannot say we can lobby and no one can send me still boy. So yebeko so edis adwuma no yen party no mu de bibia eko ye. We are very focused. We are determined Ghana for my adwuma there yen na yebeye no to the best of our capabilities.
Why that attitude on the part of opposition? I expect some constructive suggestions and criticisms rather no why should that more person more distracted Ghana and a buy to the extent that more sponsor nipa mo kwa manone exe ongogu mampanyi hu fi. Why that act?
You my here me da se de dika no me chia o me hwe ne atiefo nyina special upper denture west for and na me mame afu aboatima ante I hope sa no pay opomu ye. You see say what is NDC for can say ya na ye mu bi ye were aho we thought senkaba now what democracy is all about. But unfortunately, because of military background, dictatorship, the war democracy as ti do ni man say kechi nipa ni akobu ni ko man adoni ekunu obi antumi bisa hwe kaso obi ankoda na America na obi akoda enne minu Kofi Adams anyway Congress say last time he na fi na call election it me bet na hakase demonstration a good obi hufi and as a good obi animasia then it means they are a bunch of disgraced people themselves and sakra no mobile mem President Mahama tama ye national health insurance bill ye de ba parliament ye kofa national health insurance ekrade aba na manfo ho atom no ono ni the late president Mills and in the NDC fui demonstrations be no manye e wo mayimu. If the act of demonstrating a good nipa mu fidi na make next so mo gu om hu fi the dakra nti so bi kwa demonstration di tiana he should not be surprised wakɔhye showers afɔ ho awie na opia bonti no bi epiti so de bi begu ho ase o se wo for me by his logic no the demonstration a good obi hu fi a yes afɔ ho already they already wet. Said if going by his logic, if demonstrations will be demonstrated against then the time President Mahama in the NDC for demonstrate against health insurance or memono, that's the time they disgrace themselves.
But the difference is a sponsored, sponsored demonstration by
sponsored by why? Now, it was the party itself, NDC themselves, and in the street or so. Led by this president and the penny for. It is a demonstration, act of demonstration, and Kassan Gunipa Mufidi and Amateurs, and it is Oma Umugu Mufi Grants and Ebabem. Don't for already. Not to begin with, they make us anti democracy nothing. Because I'm not sure, say, even Germany, when a demonstration is here. It happens. George Bush, yet to Kosuya Krabon in US. It is for them, no, it's not even a news. Say, Omanpenyi bi ebe kuro bi so na manfo na ewo ho ni bi enti bibia na so ni nya adwen wo bi ho no be ba kire o madwen through demonstration and America say they are suffering from their own military backgrounds so fi buy. Otherwise in all civilized democratic countries ni na no say oni wa ban enya adwen now be demonstration di tia sa ban na aban no ho no ehun say you are disgracing him. It is only the lives of dictators. Omo na some citizens a demonstration against you omo na so omo ko say one sponsor what. Omo ko hom no dia who some of rebi fra mana. They are matured people. Omo fi say to say nyama no omo kan dum so omo kan ho asemi. I mean the president himself was there to talk about it. He said the citizens no should be back number kan ho asem through demonstration. Corruption ekosi. Is it not one of the reasons that EU hold almost support to this country? Because of corruption, it is a man for need to draw more attention to it. Now, who say it's a disgrace? I'm surprised.
Okay, all right. So,
me, I'm here, and now NDC. Yen kasentia demonstration na obibeye with Adom. And for the first time. NDC and now allow demonstrators there or more to the seat of government, Flagstaff House. Occupiers from Omuya to the point of there, you occupy Flagstaff House. My chief of staff got now, Yamfa water cannon and go spray against microphone. Me and Miti Hai, I would never go against a demonstration with good intent. I will be here no Ghana. But there. Aban oman biya to safre with president there bra na ya schedule issues a ye kodi hu komo a ebeboa oman no yen konkodi komo a ebeye president Mahama ne botomu hu asem ana ne busuafo hu asem a efa Ghana hu nyina na mo mobilize mo hu akobe bia sa function e ko de yen konkoye de na yen say na yen ka de Ghana had a procura abra various rating agencies. Omugusu rating very high. Mo dene de nya ratings na banu. Mo ko mo de anhua kugu sa garinum so that garinum ye ebese.
Aboy nyina.
Eno na ye kan ho asem. Enye demonstration
no mo de ye demonstration no. Ana wo hawo.
Ena enye demonstration na maybe aban ko sign ni bibi waju ye wo there o maybe sadi aban ko sign ni enye ye o ka dum so minia ye be de na ya so dum so enye sika na o de ye de be inject into the system no ma ene amama antena ho ndi nkita ho a wo be de na enya sika wo de be invest into energy sector na se mampanyi kodi sa adwuma no na mo akọ ko demonstration there maye mboa no Dr. Kwame Nkrumah kwa akọji sika ba beye akosombo dama na mo akọho maye mboa no sa demonstrations na ye ka ho asem be say ka a record of allowing people to demonstrate abai wachre beyond reasonable doubt that ye bue the doors the seat of the president yamfa hot water me kai demonstration bi a just around Independence Square in so hot water. That time, one asi do be na no ye commander wo Greater Accra. Charge! That was the order. Omo charge on us. Students be here demonstration nooks for a bro omo bro on. Me kaita mana ye students in this in 1995. Ye demonstration called parliament. That time na parliament in no mu city or international conference center. We were allowed access there. Okay? Right Honorable Kenjasa, that time no a first deputy speaker, or no beji petition. Newman or MPP, or no Nooks president from KNUST. Then Wakumase, on no president is a petition. Everyone ye call Ministry of Education, or more allow ye into the ministry yard. Two deputies beji petition. From there, you call Ministry of Finance. Or move Ministry of Finance doors no my wura space na ewo between the giant walls no onto the turf. But then Dr. Kosibo Chona no ye finance minister. Ma opie bejina ho oni ye din kita ho. Looks for be demonstration under MPP. Hot water. And I yɛ de face ho enti sɛ yɛ ka demonstration pɛ dɛ yɛ ka history of demonstration na men kɔ okra na enyo no na make aban President Mahama Germany na okoye no onyo no ana osori keke de make Germany aban na nkasa headed by Angela Merkel eno hu de u bojuma pa West Africa ha even though eyini wo first term no aman bebre omucha no muso wo ye yiu de bra na beye ye mpenyi minia media for amu wo he se mu koyi GJ president a menye sure de mu bekọ akọfa obi a munim de ombo number ontum mfa ekunu nye den nkonenim minority for muhia na se mu koyi minority leader menye sure de mu bekọ akoyi leader obegu menu wenimas se sa na mo ye dia menye sure de heads of states omuhia sa na mo ye West African heads of states mpenifo ya to abeyi won Nigeria, Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, Mali, Guinea. Only now we no. President Mahama, or no, only even the first year, Kurano. I say, Abranti, ye hunya woye. Ye nimya ewo ye you bra na beye ECOWAS. Chia. A bit see that.
All right.
Let no end ye no. Yasan ye ye hunjuma pa udi. Yasan renew amano. De koso na ye wejuma. Unless me MPA be catch him there. Oh, some penny for say shia. Nipa omu be ni there ondi omwenim no or you be a ombo number. But I don't think
you should not get away with this. You see, an Ankorani school for Nyomafi discussions ibimu. This ECOWAS Jamaica be a President Lawrence Nkwana one chair ECOWAS pay. I don't know.
President Lawrence chaired ECOWAS
it's almost ye in a chair. Kufuor chair AU
twice.
But a court to the mind. One could as an individual person be a okay ECOWAS chair. Aye. A country no. It's a bad Ghana. Obi the president of Ghana will become the chairman of that group. So the major, he should not behave as if say an individual, much significant area. Why yeah, as a president? No, Oman Ghana as the leader of Oman, you know, automatically you become the leader of the AE. Meanwhile, for example, see demonstrations, no ratings be a cause of demonstration now. One here, oh, you Kofi. That bay na this international agency, ratings, I'm heard demonstration will be edited will be a judge. When you na no na affect my performance and you will be demonstration now or what is he talking about? Say ratings be costro. Say I don't know obiakwa demonstration tina affect ratings na. In any case, me bisano say meetings na president koye or Germany no. Which match them 1 meeting na amasu because of demonstration and go for koye na. It was not disrupted in any way. Who is he trying to misinform?
Misinformation.
Yes. What in the propaganda position? He's the organizer of that party in power. So demonstrators, they were under police. Maybe I should do some maybe a president who in meetings and whatever. Look, European leadership no said the mechano. To say this military guys are or no back for to me. This as a mayor we am on my way and as a main my way no. Before almost Chancellor no cry invited a president no. A state no I agree to invite the president. Whatever they are going to discuss, whatever a be on person boy and some farm no. Almost information need be answer now we invite the president. So, too bad I can as you say, a president 20 cities, not demonstration this time money 20, money 10. That is a one
issues about this, electoral register. The electoral commission seems to be satisfied with a register, but it's like MPP again raises issues about suspicion.
Enim de efata de ye beko enim but se Ghana yembo ye humbode a enye just rotational na be 3 other heads of states no mu ye interested in the ECOWAS chairmanship
ye modern body the odi enim so ka ho
enti 3 other heads of states enye de eduru Ghana so na ye de amaho keke make a day to
for the country, not for the individual. Let's get that straight. For the country.
2. President Rawlings, I hear ECOWAS chairman in the very difficult times, two terms. President Kufosu be yebi, but none of them got it abra omuom first year. And your time omuom first year. And I mean so the Muslims say despite the positive ratings and rating agencies and manu, so demonstrators, why ignore Sadi. Bankawa, the demonstration, and I had the rate 2. Okay, there will be to Kosia now shoe ball George Bush. Would you there at the power? Do we see it as positive? What as MP? Woman penny, co baby. Now, in the course of addressing the press, now journalists say you shoe, not what 2 kobo president. Now would you in there? That is democracy, and he encourages MP. That is why you think that
his misinformation again. News to those people. It happens. It will see who told you that peaceful demonstration? Who told you that? That is the argument I was making. I was not saying by throwing the shoe. Who told you that Americans it wasn't news to them? We're happy about it. Who told you that it wasn't news? Demonstration news. I heard them at various international
voters register.
Voters register. In 1992, voter register yedi to abanu. Na ye register ye compiling from 78 yen hu bibia. Eno na ye update ye using 87, 88 to baby ye update ye for district level elections. And na ye adapting ye do to aba 92. Then ye improve 1996 ye to aba yes oh. In Kroma Keseno, ye mon photo voter ID. Na in crashing crashena, omunimum who ye no, your moon still use thumb printed the thumb print ID, and ye improve ye side data for and a yedecoye 96 day. Ye beko 2000 no, I feel the yes oh, ye mo bia whether in a rural community or then ye mo bia photo ID photo womb. So that wo ba any difficult to identify ye improve ye de ko 2004 no na 2000 ye ko to aba no photo no na ye colored ye de ko 2004 no abra MPP take you over as a government afei the picture na ye colored omoma ye sesa no ye de ko ye black and white Ghana flag no kra no ye butu no upside down on the card. Ye registration thought by thought. Areas be wo hokra in voter region. Ye chro almost slippage there. Sa dai and a mombra for photograph no. Sa da no dru ye no amaso radio station. Sorry, radio station na oye the major radio station, Voter Star Radio. Anka yetu mu bode wuro amankrofo there o esesaya bia ba no na radio no so yama akọ of Air State Radio. And Tibebre no omwante ya go through all these process. Ya bama ye de bedru 2012. Sa register here make any nyina na ye nhye dance sa new register o. Ni nyina no ye just updating. Ye de din na ye de ka ho. 2012 na ye de be say ade ye nko to the next higher level. Ye no biometric. Ye capture nko for one biometrics. Ye nyina no Electoral Commission to meet na even at one point mo mu hu there omahene who register wa ha who say register wa baby for because omo ye finger matching no omo hu fingerprints no wa ha omo hu bi wa so double registration omo yi sanko for no separate man ye nyina ye tena ho ye cleaning of the register. MPP for kra mo ye to abawie ya mo ye desen omoka hunde dia sem omo so fraud this that but eche omoko court no omo anfa fraud kra yen den anko omo anka register hu bibia asem ye we court ruling omo ka kire parties ni nyina there omo fa omo issues emra MPP nya omo de call ye no issue of bloated register nya den enka ho register nya credible enka ho IEA for creative platform maye you share will finally wo Koforudia me call bi McMenu, former chairman of MPP, no hobby. A few other MPP in Penny for hobby. The issue of register not being credible, no, na enkahu. Omuye ya, fede, yempe kwambi, na institution, no, yengu institution, no, nini masi. So, because say a party policy. And no mu pushi. Register biometric. Omuya no mwako. Akwa 2010 population and housing census data. Census na my population of estimated of about 24-25 million. And the first number now, with this total number of registered person, and possible. But according to calculation, young population is by 2.6% every year. So say a census 2010. It means 2011, you sign increasing young population by what? 2.6%. So you calculate it on the 2010 population. And I will bring the new figure for 2011. Now I start calculating 2.6% of the new figure of 2011, and I will bring the figure of 2012. And they won't come use the 2010 population to calculate 2012 voter registration exercise.
What GDA were registered in?
The register is the most credible registers that we have ever had.
Okay, that's the point I'm basically establishing.
Electoral Commission says your problem now was the functioning of biometric verification machines. Says here, the machines for Friday then Abba. Now we are say with what demonstrations are demonstrations are
point established.
You better to the district level so that machine no but to malfunction.
All right.
I'm being called possibly to go and vote without going through verification.
Oh, well, how many saying be what in Chemuna ba? What
you see, Omani, your TSCCA now phone Naira. So now so Ben, me suspect me phone here or say ni me wha then am straight away make us say any day. Message me. Simple. Because all be hwem botum na eti hear me call baby a obehwem botum we na wo phone ni hye me botum a uni basis bi abio so obeka say den wo phone wo me ho. Na me say da bi me mpre ma hwem botum. Na me nua Kofi Adam say da bi ye mpre ma nkohwe Ben botum a. It means one others I have something to hide. And now, when you are confused, so Badwam hide the clone. It's as simple as that. Yes, you suspect say, register no, bloated. Easy, open year, can if a pan say, we invite all stakeholders. After all, per the Supreme Court, in Ukraine, you need to say, problem kakraba. Typical example, foreigners have also registered about 200,000 or so. You can't say cover details in the brand. In court, only 5,000 are they buy. That is just one example. Until about 150,000 plus now can know even. You now say the same register more. You need other example, Crown. This is a typical example. Until you say register now overbloated. You need now met nasi. Nanka you shum. Say be a region A and I say electoral area B. And now I overbloated that stakeholders in now home all political parties whoever be interested in issue na ye can be ano ye ni na gu table so nanke ye hwehwem iwie na A na abroso a ye yefrim B na abroso a ye yefrim nanka bibia ye ne kwan so na se okase bia ye call this meeting ye call that meeting ama up Ghana abegina faako. Is that what we are saying?
Okay,
you see we are moving on. If ene hadie na me issue no china me who say this is an issue us here resolve na me deba up. Don't tell me say because a man can who asem enrun into no it means any kwase dey you can't.
We're overly suspicious of the.
What example, Palmy, the man we one can say true say. We see one register nipa 200,000 or so. You see, coffee evidence in the bra. Ukoya names are the body just 5,000.
Okay.
Ena, ultimate the buy. Now, this one alone, enough amount. Enough mass. But
the issue is when the Electoral Commission sees nothing.
And then this population census issue I've been in the UK. Simple. You see why the Omutmin planning manager of my year. If at 2010, now on my population here, say if I said 20 million. When say age brackets near the adin answer. Or my move me to about what this way say 18 years. It is a upgrade now. Be at 2010 by 2010 election be no 16 years be. It means by 2012 no, that person no move to 18 years. Until now no or qualify so but simple. It is how we make that provisional. You make provision for that extra 2 years now, but that's why man or man can get below you know. 16 years as is move up to the 18. And because then cry about from that within that 2 years media. It doesn't matter. Our numbers will not have any impact on the voters register. So the mention I cry out for floor. So we increase the population by whatever he plan. So group me na no. Omudi MP register ni bi. Into omo yam for mo nka ho. However omo ye do omo ka ho. Then omo 16 years. And after 2 years, no, na day, move the about 18. Okay. Simple.
Na expose one more. Omo na omo 16 years by 2010. Who be someone who call 16 years later. What was the population and growth rate at that time? Now you're in number 3.something%. So it means, Krano, there are more 16 years are almost 18 than there are newborn babies in 2011.
Yeah, whatever the case, all I'm saying is data. You see, he's confusing himself and he thinks that everybody's confused. Data no. So what are 16 years after 2010? Almost 100. Whatever. 2012 no. After 16 years later, okay. He's confusing himself.
No, my name wrap up now.
Yeah, American. Yeah, almost 2010 census no, MI 24 million. And the infant crowd 50% of the population no more adults 18 and above who calculate 50% of 24 million and no 12 million. So it's not possible to have a register more than 12 million. That's the simple argument that Omo put it out. And I make actually one day, there have been 2 years addition. And to would the 2 year additional births no population no beko higher than the 24 million. But who samba down cry be use on the micro analysis now all year now. Then you go down and even check that Omo 16 years by 2010. Who come back 16 years later no. What was the population and growth rate?
Come back 16 years later for what?
You need to know so that you will know
for what?
Because yet
census 2010.
You see, you are not. I'm sure
about 2012. 2 years.
Honorable, I'm sure maybe you are deficient in statistics and the in America. So that your deficiency will be solved. I'm sure.
No. You don't know what you're talking about.
No, until no, I'm trying to help him. That
you see, Kofi is not the type who can help me in anything.
No,
confused. He's a confused man. And he wants to cause his confusion on everybody.
You cannot bring the Macheda principles here. Macheda no operate to Obejum. You can, maybe
because this simple statistics here,
according to statistics, no. So,
yes.
On analysis, no, we are the course 16 years back. What do you say?
16 years back based on what?
So that is the argument we are talking about now.
Why 16 years back?
I may interrupt you. Say in the 18
problem. That's maybe use about 2.6% growth rate.
Yeah.
And this crown register. That was his argument. So the 2.6 now so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And I'm educating the there Se meka nkra na ye won na I'm talking about in terms of the total size of the population. That ebeye more than 124 million. But over down to another micro argument, the omo na omo ye 16 years at the time of the census. Omo pen omo be graduated to 18 years. And I make a change. The 2.6 now me you see now it will be a lower figure because 16 years earlier before 2010, the growth rate of Ghana is higher than 2.6%. And the omo na omo ye 16 years in 2010, omo be do so kra, assuming without admitting death and the rest, omo be ye more than mbofra ye wo in 2011 and in 2012 because the population growth rate at that time higher. Right. That is the argument I'm making.
And this is a man who wants to claim that he knows statistics. Fortunately for me, he's not population census in 2010. It's a my data no. Data available 2010.
Data now. When we are sitting here, when we are sitting here doing the analysis,
as
do you know the data?
Look at him.
Do you know the data?
And he's an organizer of the ruling party. Based on projections. About census issues here. So I would mention. He said the local growth rate. Not 10 years time. Yeah, actual accounting. Into once I hear actual accounting in 2010. It means you have that data. Before the next census, yes, before that one, projections near based on your growth rate per even the same census, and the growth rate projecting that say.
How many people 16 years does it have the
a certain percentage?
That is why we have to do the analysis instead of just giving the number.
Yes, the analysis
so that is why we have to do the analysis.
Basic data in 2010. Okay, because statistics for the growth rate. It's within 2 years down the lane. Who pay growth rate now? Who use percentage of their mind? Now they are working on the actuals I counter in 2010, and that will give you the projected population today. If this basic thing, we don't have statistics.
We don't have the actuals. We don't have the actuals.
Yeah, counting. And my percentage growth is it's actual figure no home. The rest now, the best actual counting.
You go by the growth.
By the projected of the amount, growth is not the amount. Now, who build on it? Another actual accounting.
Okay.
This simple thing, now we talk about
statistics. We don't have the figures to be able to quote. To be able to quote the figures here. Oh.
We're using the basis analysis. He was quoting 2 point something. Only data. He was using 2 point something. Where did he get that
from? So he should have some patience. How many people are 16 years in 2010? Even though the figure is there, no? 3 of us are here. I'm using the growth rate of 2.6% to do my analysis. And I know that Mofrana year 2011, 2012, no, they don't matter because they will not have turned 18. And I make that agree. I am not talking about Mofrana turning 18. I'm talking about the total size of population because 50% of 24 million are different from 50% of say 26 million.
Okay.
And you want to know you see 50% of 24 million. In fact, you have analysis. Abra population in 2012 you more than that. So you are deficient.
You see where he's confusing himself. MPP statistics near you use 2012 figure as the actual for 2012.
That is why
you can say 2012 na population here this a year. Then when you see the projections with 2 point something growth rate, they may not know what building that on the actual. This is where we supposed to be.
No, you are misquoting us. No. We'll have that time to get the data because obi analysis no obi there no ya je ke wo nya be sama na but quickly my chem why Nanado should respond to issues about say the issues about energy and all the the new patriotic party flag bearer for the 2016 elections. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo says he has energy and commitment to lead Ghana as president. There's a quotation here. I believe I have the energy. I also have the commitment, and those are the two things that are driving me. So do we need Nana to tell us this? And now, officially, people with doubts about the zeal, the energy, and his direction of person don't mind the corner.
My name is I don't believe that Nana Addo after a press conference and he started it from there. So I have the energy and the commitment to lead our people. He was answering maybe a question and I said situation being demanded for him. So, but said and I said the oil spring was saying energy. Okay, energy are then all patchy. You see, so I say inverted aim. It's not just a wedding gidding quang. See, will be energy to deliver on something. Yes, or you're physically fit. It goes beyond that. Physically, Nana is fit. Physically, no, or you're fit. As we all, you're able to me, a different dancing. So, I mention. But, when I'm a catcher, will be a home or you're physically fit. So, mentally, no, or you're very weak. The mental alertness. So, bet me, I drain as you should be home. Now I deductions and who say I work from energy no so it is a example say be a betie na me physically fit now cause me tue me kan kwa metumi atu akọ e bi a menua bi se bi e bi a oyare me bi kra wodampa so so ye kase ye nkyere adwen a e wo bibi ho a e bi adwen ode beba no e be ye far better than me a me hurihuri sorry no so the be chen ye kan energy a obi obe reduce no to say physical fitness bi are say nipa na nkasa no ono so ye nadwene ye shallow kakra yes nadwene ye nadwene mu no yie nti na nakase o the commitment the energy to lead oman say enye athletics bi and as a boxing bi na ye ewo eba oman buomu a leading a nation it goes beyond that also we need that vision and a commitment now to me translate vision into action.
Well, for this opportunity, we saw all these questions. A lot of they say a lot. Nipe binimus here referrals to Nana Addo as grandpa, as very old, as Oyare Alhaj the Wokata consistently for this week. Actually, Nana say impo akwantu awutu a reason beyond the abattoir bunting, talking about his health, talking about his age, and all the. Take this opportunity to explain to us age. Nana Po would because we have the right to ask now because Sebi, the late professor, or go through similar thing. It is not to encourage, but to let Ghanaians feel that whoever will really demand tell the piano, you are Rishemu say, San man kitty on the Hosoma or Deco.
You may ask to begin with no. Pepe bit is Alhaji.
The Alhaj.
And then Alhaji Nano. Make a program that say no back up for discussion. I make person stay away because they're credible. You're credible. Where is the credibility of Alhaji? And yes, Alhaji Yano Koka said President Kufo, Ako and Tafo Binti, or more organize a whole group. A brass banner that the Kokojina airport say Okofanta for Naba. A man for could go airport to boy is a Yazidi Kufo and Tafo about every payment. But you produce that evidence. Nana Addo yeni na wo man se oyare a nka man for mu media for yanka mo hu sebi yare de obi atumi yare at any time bia so da bejem yenu apanyi president Mercer onya no ba bi ko at least oba parliament no be kasa yenyina ye hu se waye mre kakra even ne kasa mu ene ne nantie mu ne a couple of things and the cost no unya medical officer kra na from afar no utumi se yenu apanyi ebia waye mre kakra command for now so judge see now so you Nana Addo e TV so from time to time ye mu bi no ye nishia one on one that is yeah because ye mu bi just me nko amete here you show say mu media for ye bi ko ne fie ni those kind of things you who say you be a physically no nya fit ana so the man is fit na eba adwen so pa Ghana ha kra so de even mrantie hia na se mpanyifo kra hia na ye toato adwen kra na ya san aka dia show say ye kwa ko hu abrewa den ye pa kire sɛ mpanyinfo hyia no yɛ ka asɛm bi na duru baabi a ɛɛden ne yɛpɛ adwen mu dɔ deɛ yɛyi a ne yɛsɛ wei deɛ boma yɛ ebi a minute ne yɛnkɔnkɔhu aberewa yɛka sɛ yɛkɔhu aberewa what does that mean ade ne yɛnka sɛ yɛkɔhu aketesia anaa yɛkɔhu mmɔfra no so it tells you sɛ wisdom nyansa ne nimdeɛ ɛwɔ ɛnyini mu so hwɛ dɛ mekyɛ no eti edu deɛ den a ne yɛakɔnsɔlt wɔn dika if anything at all a so obi mfie akɔ anim no wadwen so obetumi de leading ne man anka these are the people a ɔsɛ nke etumi de yɛwerɛ ɛhyɛ wɔn mu yie because wokɔ yɛ next door ha ya Watara Ivory Coast Watara he's also about 71 or in his 70s or be take you over a war-torn country hwɛ sisi ase de watɛn de ɔman ne hyɛ brɛ watumi asesem wodi beduru yɛn so yɛ ha ya yɛso yɛ nya ɔmanpanyin a na ɔyɛ abranteɛ o take over economy and then you grow around even with them fan say you found one president Mills the anokra omutumi de do about 14% growth rate mo bo who dawro ye dede bebre says the fastest growing economy blah 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 ye who dede bebre me no kasa CCA and that this so called physically able person or the growth rate meaning 3 point something %. Me can't growth rate because me yi in back because or ye nsuo or ye paper or ye we a woka ni nyina bom wi a ene maye or man ye growth rate timbetna na me isolate say wo wa ye nsuo baako ama me wa ye paper baako ama me na am being petty ni nsuo a wa ye ni paper wa ye ni be wa ono aka ni nyina bom a na man o man say etumi atumpon akwa koduru say so dem chen odi aba be do 3.5%. That alone should tell me say it's not about say nipa physically fit. It's not about the age of the person. So we heard these two examples here.
Nana healthy.
Nana is very healthy. Menya medical.
Nana with that energy no. So we team you
are talking about physical energy.
That drive no.
That drive no there. If you are dreaming,
Nana din koma.
Nana din koma to so or you are let. Na ye pempenyin fu akokasa wo democracy ho the whole world BBC. One your friend Africa halfway from how your friend. Nana Kufuado. It tells you of the mental alertness. So he said how deep are not doing when about impuntuity democracy issues are. That is why you're two and sad friend of BBC.
Are you ready for the battle?
Nana, you're more than ready, but at the end of the day, no. Okono nyame edia. The battle is still the loss.
So groupings be a call out caucus a grandpa yemfanye yardstick for
unless say omuni grandpas e wo mamu fie. Na me catch your sanko for bi omuni mpanyimfo omu fie. Se omu mpanyimfo omu fie so dia sebi e bia no mo ye mpanyimfo hu. Na me metie ya menim say my grandfather and my great grandfather was a great man. Metia sisi ye se bibi kire madwen a metumi fa phone efre me nana bi ofie se nana ade we dem fi se ni se mo tumi ma me adwen pa ma at the end of the day no me mesha me say me nana ya adwen ode ma me papa no me hu se obi eso grandpa you know be me da ma sa nipa no ba se be bia me nana no ebo asansabra e ma wabeye more or less nipa hu panyin hu bi no te efie faso bia ni so ofie dia and I'll be worried say papa we did this and continue. I'll be making fun of grandpa.
So it doesn't matter.
It doesn't as far as I'm doing let. Because sabi you pay you also we need baby na wadwe no. Ebia na kamba from kakra. So te ko bansa don't mean adwuma ne dia. That's a different thing. And ye wo mofra bia that's a mranti bi so a o madwe no. Shallow. Because adwin you mutirim kra ade obeye no ebia kra se be se bia kra 5 years kra make it so base ko base se de making ye pempanyimfo o madwin mu do akokasa o BBC England for oji o anniversary ye pempanyimfo o madwin mu do e ba manyo semine leadership year ni tumi to whole English abochiro tumi to yansa friend and na Kufuado se figana bra na be join sankofu ni ye sa pensem na it tells you say we are seeing now not drink do that in the deep mind too it's invite you
that's
do I let
that's about coffee was a point back what was that point I said, no, that point. Maybe I will throw point.
Bebre na enye just 1 point, but kasa bebre a kasa ya no bet. My inja in sa. Yes, wo mami ewu. Na wo be ka kire.
So wada.
Edru time obia bi in the lunch park. Obe didi no. Na wo die mpia ehọ na.
Oni bo so mami no say no nai.
So wo mami no wada na bibi foforo na this na wo ha nti no de MPP form asem bet nsem bi a wo kan ya minim de efa oman no ho na nya ye na me ka ho asem first and foremost see mu ya mfeto ye bi no mu ye pe porridge pa house akoko nti ye ba ha na se mu che bia mu kan ye behind the scene. Confident. Okay, that's woman house akoko no bia. Kamenya more energy. And no na my energy. Me energy ni free house akoko. Me energy ni free house akoko.
All right. Yeah.
But on a more serious note. Me the mini akasa no or use even in traditional setting. There be what ye be assembly a druze level be an answer yankonku abrewa. A chair will be at your sense. Enya abrewa no na then otena ho. Abrewa no in charge of the sitting, the running around. There as if they no know your hinenti yankonku. So abrewa no share inside the baby. Or no yanfan meye. Ohini ana yefana mbeni de brabeye ohini ana brabeye si enti edru sa point na yakwa den akọ consult grand peace no enti na yeka de yenkonko consult abrewa no
we are national organizer of NDC
yeah me a national organizer of NDC enti example na o ma ya ne che de wudru stage bia wedru abrewa stage o de wotine na yenya mo omutume die enim na edru point bi a na ya be consult enye mrewa no na o de ye de won ba enim but oye comparison bi di watara de bae ya ye de watara ba ye hu de watara and nana are on a different level totally different
difference there
watara no when him say ka de obi a prime minister who operate the Westminster system. Like the way a prime minister, you run government. Alassane Ouattara, no a prime minister of la Côte d'Ivoire. Ono okahu na ye buildi o mine. Ena ebedru stage bi. O mine ko for di say ya ofebu ahin benya ni baby koye. Ya part of division process. Obi a why prime minister no. Omo di new constitution bi ba there. Or no oye then onye qualified there. Oba be then obutuma be president. Obi a why prime minister. And in terms of governance no, na oye deeply involved. Enye minister o. Watara enye minister. He runs ministers. He runs government. That was what he was doing. And ne understanding ni nimjie wo governance ne mu na ewo ho dada abin time a oye young no na oye deeply involved in running government and oba be president at the age of a president. That's not the time that the first time he's having a taste of presidency.
Ambassador Nado is no mean a person when it comes to issues about democracy and political office and all those things.
Yen say democracy and this na ye the president. Yeah, and yen ka yen ko University of Ghana Political Science Department na yen konko yi omo a chere history, democracy and the rest no mba president. Why the omo to ama Professor Michael Kwe no more and the rest omujina omo ye this because they have taught more more about democracy, history, dating back to colonial era. All those things, involved. That is not what it takes. It takes more than that. Bisaun, the Ebanuden, and now more, copy free of Muhono. They don't go for people of a certain age bracket. Your mama be pointing at look at the age group is or more coffin. But eno kra no enya no na ya asem enye yen na ye this answer me ba. Who kai time and be before your campaign. Ibin mu kan kra to the point that mu pe flag bearer dia muntuma nana. Na mu pe president to be oba president dia muntuma den Alam. So within the MPP na nkasa mu pe for no mu nim there. Oh, say flag bearer like mu pe clan elder. Penyi a obeye maybe ebusua penyi na clan elder the ani de be se mu pe obi a obotu mefi kronho akọ beyond the borders of kronho or the mpuntu abre clan no ebusua no and the rest there e de munyi nipa fofo omo ana omo kan omo asem mu pe president mu pe obi a odi bibi papa beba party no na obema party na akọ nenim this na muntuma Alam mu pe flag bearer keke dia muntuma na nado enye here na ye kan me a meti hay me mbom pa ye da the penyibi where nipa no ye me opponent o ye den o maybe onyare ana akra ye den onwu abra enduru time a yankopon hye de eye neda I would never. The only prayer may bon me there. Say who pay me a woodia. And I'll leave you to God that I will attend your funeral. And they may bopa. But then because we are my opponent, the honorable Benai, meaning agree politically into na me bompa there. Oh, yari been born and now no, it's never part of my politics. Yen information about Nana ne issue and the rest. End of year. Sorry. One of the prayer lines I request is to pray for the leaders of this country, including even Nanado. So, say ene onwa be admitted there, or Ahodin and the rest to be able to do so. We thank God that ye empire ye boy ebi kano. We will not mess with his health situation. Okay, but Ojo School of Thought, probably Dr. Papa Kwesindum. The advocate he said it's high time or person your flag where you know issues about your health and should be for public knowledge no be a health status. Would you that school? I believe that Coca-Cola could do that time that I think that I may buy into that argument that one day no health records because our young constitution you should not be allowed to contest for elections to be if you are not how do we determine to be aware of sound mind? If you are not of sound mind. Because nipa no ba be jom to your sound mind na. Maybe time I oba be jom now you normal. But maybe free be jom na say or this na atiafa. So there should be a way to check there should be a standard to check the sound mind. There should be a certain standard. Say ye di bisu be ka ho about other health situations so yemfa ka ho. But many are mempeno sa comparison of others there na Watara ye Mugabe. Mugabe started being president long ago. And he has his fingers on everything. So when Unicra still no on him, he understands governance, how to run a government, not how to be a minister. There's a difference of being a minister. And being maybe a flag bearer and leading demonstrations. No, different. There's a different honorable Benai or no, there's a difference between being an assemblyman and being an MP. Or be a MP no onim. There's some difference. There are levels. The oko more no usia bibima how to be able to even lobby things. Okay. Ebeko. Sasuna yekono at the presidency. Utuma be a minister, Kasadi Ubutuma, but the lobbying skills. Right. But wow, her President Mahama, who are brandy say, now, in a world level, or represent a Ghana, no. Now, you throw questions at him, now, no, they all want a finger on virtually everything that is happening in this country. When you a brand say, Nipa say, as who president, why wouldn't you love it? Why would anybody make any mistake there of going to do it otherwise? Abra papi other ballot paper so. Challenges. Yeah, come on, there also growth. Ghana remains one of the best performing countries. And no a problem with some of our people there. Oh yeah, analysis. May ye one person. Akwa there, yina yakwa so here. Ama highest no 4%. Na me maybe 3.2%. Now the previous year no, now the same school no highest no, now was 90%. Now a mean analysis. Now I can do my yard because me the highest no for that period no, was 4%. And I mean 3.2 and now 3.5. Ghana still remains one of the best growing countries. One in sub-Saharan Africa and a ranking world so look, European countries like France very, very fast. Germany many of them dropped in their growth rate. 0 point something or 0 point something. Some of them have to review from them inflationary figures.
Right.
So this issue of growth rate moving from this level to that level and so on and so forth is not the way to go about the argument. It's to compare the global trend near ACC. And no be now, me sure that time, so the Ghana losing about $500 million in terms of revenue. So say time. These are some of the things.
Okay.
That you will project today when Sabeka Bibia what the Bayer Bibi say Amba, you will not be able to do certain things.
Okay.
So Nanado ne energy there or energy energy.
Oh, just a word now for you. Uncle break it here.
Yeah, growth rate there okay. It is a Caribbean. Oko school no 20% na the papa so anya there was a Kofi Adom go anya 7%. Ebinyo. But quick see you can say a consult abrewa. Mpanyimfo hia na you can say hu abrewa. Sebi Kofi. Yes abrewa bi hye dan bi mu ne o kwa kohu no.
To adwene we chiro aba.
Mpanyimfo na ekọ to adwene yie. Adwene mo yie no ma ja batu ya.
Not getting me. Near make candidate. The
issue of abrewa no
the development of that theory. The development.
It means mpanyimfo yenko use adwene mpanyimko adwene yie. So the meeting. But you say be your abrewa bi hye dem on ye kwa kwa ye kwa so. Abrewa no is not and again, when you trace Ouattara, the example, Ouattara was a prime minister before until he had his hands on, Oh, and then I said, President Mahama would deal with Hambopa. Say, Kofi said, Ouattara to me, ye now because he had been a prime minister before.
I'm saying don't compare Ouattara to Nana.
Because we say why prime minister before. And I'm saying Mohamed because this is a man. This is a man who had been a vice president.
Can also
vice president or a vice president for 4 years.
You cannot compare Ouattara to president even before he was president.
Which one is that?
Ouattara and I'm saying they are not co-equal.
That is a Mahama.
Nanado and Ouattara are not
for being a vice president. Was I a president?
And Ouattara are not
because he was a vice president.
See, I smoke kind.
Yes.
Or say, Nanado ne Ouattara. That comparison,
yes,
ain't yet possible.
Because because Ouattara had been a prime minister before. It was in the so.
And to me,
age. Because
Nana will not be able to function.
Also, perform better there. Next President Mahama is very disappointed because President growing a country at 3.4%. Country I will far say they grew around 14%. So what the vice president President Mills Nyan baby koi. Wow, the country I say, oh, or you're lucky because president or not a woman no money. It means that effectively next one where the president no from 209
away from
and near Sadia Kunyamana, the performance
run away from the
and
point
the next President Mahama Bono,
okay, woman community back your bar.
When you come with the vice president,
they are not equal.
Me the back your best president. Back wrap up in 2 minutes. Now, for Nana Abre for the Komo Kama Biaso Swama Medical Culture say from the 2nd of February, International Co Eddie Bro El Belgium so into your crowd is on here and Abeko. Now, me had my memory that way, Ewo Otom, Central Regional Minister Era Aquinas, Nina paying that form. Enti mama yanko tai echo kwanso nkoso so na W1 yeah so pepe na chief executive oda Danfuja Heba Products ne papa so da form ono so yanko na yanko jam mo nyina kama na bibia koso ye wrap up no chances na me admit na Ghana Black Stars na fi mo last message na pj mu
empire boss Black Star be betumi adi nkunim na be crank yet me cap na because as a country no cap so you who
drop that stars
we say it's unfortunate say for the first time or so Ghana, I don't know what I said. Lucia said the country is down, the spirit is gone, not only for Blaster and Kwa but man munina as will be a atoba house you can say so the spirit of this country is down, it's gone. Yes, I must say Ghana pa bobo. Even they are here born cry no. That ka ushia kebia ukroma flag back ukra esiso. So but I believe say see nyina as people to me esa Kenya not only behind the Blasters. You can see Edi Mahama ne this for yachidia o man sunsum ne ebekuno so. But nyina yensa Kenya yempagya ye honhom together and you betumi rebuild your country and am kasi ye di o mechi asesa na ye ka be say kasi we did the etua ya anka
we once nature obiru
eti yem forget about akofu ne nyina ye Kenya ye home ye spirit ne samra ye fa minta Blasters echi ne
Kofi so wo abem go come catch abem paying for so omo yiro common farm this time on about chile pa the first one I feel I hate 2014 the na catch abem no
nanu ya Aite Powers Gibukum Bankun omo Bob boxing wo stadium when who response Ghana for they call ya identity because some branty be no omo a certain selfless attitude, patriotic attitude. Na se wo players na nia omo ye nia omo yiye de chere in the last appearance e dey asem na Ghana for bebreka because the Black Stars no kra no yenye den yenyi won this so this is a lesson to you.
Okay,
the ye man with chance there kokoye bibia ye ni ye the same Ghanaians who went out there to support you, no, there. You are not representing the interest of this country. I wouldn't have wished to it for it there. nke bedru this point.
All right.
But a wake up call
That's it.
to our Black Star players, the management, and everybody.
Okay.
That we should sit up.
Ever promise?
Wish them well. But as for problem. That's the coconut bow. Next time, coconut bow,
all right, that's it. Okay, so we don't buy a complaint. None of you before the Komobi bro, and what she, if you send me the 2 months.